Yo, what's going on, SGN Nation? It's me, Ventus SGN, here on DragonBall XenoVerse with a review of episode 34 of DragonBall Super. DragonBall Super! Did you guys see the episode yet? If you haven't watched it, I'm gonna spoil a whole bunch, so go watch it. Find it on internet. It's pretty easy to find, just like Google it or something like that. But I watched it, and super action-packed episode. I was not disappointed by this episode. Matter of fact, I was actually excited for this episode, and the end of the episode made me feel like I was watching Dragon Ball Z again. You remember the first excitement that you had for Dragon Ball Z, like whenever the end of the episode would be there and then you couldn't wait to watch the next episode and you had to wait for it to come on. I'm so glad those days are over with, man. You know what? I love binge watching. I was talking to my mom and I was saying how I don't watch television shows anymore. I don't watch TV. There are maybe one or two shows that I kind of have to watch, but as far as watching TV shows that I like Flash and Arrow and Supergirl, all those shows that I know I like, I won't watch them. I refuse to watch them because I hate the wait for next week, especially when I can just wait for it to come on Netflix and just binge watch the entire thing in a day. So that is what I'm doing for some of those shows. If you guys are like, hey, why don't you watch this show, why don't you watch that show, it's because I'm waiting for Netflix. But this Dragon Ball Super, man, I'm glad that I waited so long to watch all the episodes. So now if I really wanted to, I still haven't binge watched. I know I told you I was going to probably watch all the episodes in my last review video of episode 33, but I have not watched them. Oh, I just won. This guy, Dr. Fungus, that I was fighting with, pretty good. We had a good couple of matches. I actually played a lot of Dragon Ball XenoVerse this morning. And these are the best matches, or the funnest matches I had. But let's talk about episode 34. So it appears that everyone on Facebook who had the screenshots, who had the screen captures of Frost's little black thing on his hand, on his wrist, they were right. I thought it was just a speck of dust or maybe just some animation with his hand. I really had no idea, but they were right. Apparently, Frost was cheating. And on top of that, Frost is a really bad guy. So maybe this alternate version of Frieza isn't so much an alternate version, just a different version of Frieza. Frieza with a different name. And quite frankly, I'm relieved that this Frieza is a bad guy. I wanted this Frost, I shouldn't call him Frieza, I wanted Frost to be a bad guy. I didn't want him to be a good guy. Just like with this young Saiyan that they find, I kind of want him to be a good guy, but at the same time, I don't know, man. I feel like he's gonna be super soft. I really can't wait until they fight. I hope he's strong. I wonder what rotation and what order this Saiyan is gonna be in on Champa's side. Is he their trump card or what? Because he's just sitting back, he hasn't fought yet. Maybe he can go Super Saiyan in their own sort of way. I know some of you guys were saying in the comment section below the last video that this guy might be able to do some sort of transformation, and maybe his Super Saiyan transformation isn't called Super Saiyajin, it's called something else, and his hair doesn't turn gold, it turns a different color. I can't wait to see it. And if his hair doesn't turn gold, if he doesn't have a transformation, maybe the Z fighters, Goku and Vegeta, will teach him how to, transform. And then on top of that, there are just a whole planet of Saiyans. What's that gonna mean for the future of Dragon Ball? A whole planet of Saiyans in this other universe. I don't know. But what did you think about Piccolo's fighting? Piccolo was doing pretty well. He allowed the dude to shoot him in the leg so he could get him in a trap, but he just wasn't prepared for that cheating ass move he did. That spam. That's kind of like people in DC Universe Online. They use this little one-shot mechanic. You can use all the strategy in the world and you can best them in the battle. You're beating the crap out of them, but they have just this one overpowered piece of crap that they can do that'll ensure them the victory. So that's exactly how I feel what Frost did. He had this overpowered thing that he used, and it got him the W. Without that overpowered thing, Piccolo on his own was better than him, Now I like this fight right here because out of all the fights that me and this dude did, we fought for maybe a good, 15 or 20 minutes, just back and forth fighting. This was the fight that was really fun because prior to this battle, he had beaten me like 2 or 3 times in a row, and I had used my creative character and he beat my creative character with his created character, because he pulled his created character out. His created character. No, I don't think he. Yeah, no. He didn't pull his created character out. He pulled his created character out in the beginning. That was that Nick character, and I destroyed it. Then he kept using just avatars of the characters, and he had this spam of Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku that I just couldn't beat. And I got close to beating it with this version of Trunks, and I wanted to fight him again with this version of Trunks, but he didn't choose Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku. He chose SSJ4 Goku, as you can see. And he didn't choose that version of Goku again. He actually left the battle after this fight. This is the last fight I had with him. I really wanted to fight a Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku with this Trunks, because this version of Trunks, man, I really like. He's really fast, he's got a Kamehameha, and people just aren't expecting this version of Trunks to wake up on him. You know, they're he turned Super Saiyan just as I said wake up on him. You know, this guy, I don't think he was prepared for it. I think he saw that I was using little Trunks, and he was like, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. He's using all these original characters, and why would you use little Trunks? He has no power. But little Trunks is a monster. My favorite character. Well, I guess it's like this. Any character in the game can be a monster if you like that character and if you're good with that character. I used the capsule on him right there. I was for certain that he used the capsule on me. Like, I really thought he did use a capsule on me, so that's why I popped that capsule. I reviewed the footage, and it seems like he didn't pop a capsule. Maybe he has some sort of Z-Soul that heals him back. I haven't played this game in a while, like seriously, religiously, so I'm not sure of all the ins and outs. So I think that maybe that version of Goku has maybe some Z-Soul that heals him back. But regardless of the fact, he healed, so I healed, and that just, you know, made it open season. So I healed and I destroyed him. And plus, I've already beaten him before. I beat him a couple times before this with other characters, so I believe it's, it's fair. So do me a favor, guys. That's the video. That's the review. I liked the episode. Check it out. Do me a favor and comment what you thought about the episode and the next episode coming up in the comments below. Goodbye.